Okay, so I've had a lot of issues with damp filament. Now, you can probably hear I've got a washing machine and a dryer in this room. Not ideal. There is also a dehumidifier, but it's not doing enough. So, I've got this box, and my intention is to make this into a dry box for my filament. I've got this, what is it? It is self-adhesive rubber seal for doors and windows. I'm going to put this around the rim of the box to make it as airtight as possible. And then I've got these things that you saw earlier, which my filament sits on and rolls. So they will be in here. The filament will sit on them so it can move. I will put a hole in the side of the box with a little adapter thing and some tube. I don't know what the adapter thing's called, so that the filament can be in the box with it coming out through the tube into my printer, and hopefully it will print and not be soaking wet all the time. So let me just check my angles here. Okay, first things first, so I put this little test piece in just to see if it would work. Right, we're gonna just go around this box and line it all. Okay, I'm going to start from like halfway up alongside, because I feel like that's going to give me the best. Now, I did a little test to see if the box would shut once I put this stuff on, and it seemed like it would, but obviously that was with just a little bit, so we'll have to see if it still works when it's running all the way around. Okay, moment of truth. Let's see if the lid will go back on. Now that is really tight. Perfect. Hopefully that will keep all the moisture out of this box to keep my filament nice and dry. Okay, so after I hit stop on that video, I was looking at this box and I realised something. I'm not sure how well you'll be able to see this. So here on these ends, it really squishes down, but here it actually doesn't, because it's this bit here with the lines that's making contact. So I think I'm going to put another layer of this insulation stuff all around this edge on the inside here. Let's do that. I could have got a box with a rubber seal, but the problem was I needed one big enough, and I wanted it there and then, and I didn't really want to spend a lot on it. And this is what I found when I went looking. So this is what I bought, and I don't mind doing this. You know, I don't mind buying something and then making it fit my needs. I quite enjoy doing that stuff. So this isn't really a downside for me, because I'm a massive nerd. Okay. Let's make sure this lid still closes. It does. Okay, how does it look? Is that squashy at all? Really hard to tell, but that looks to be making pretty decent contact most of the way around. There's a couple of little areas, but I'm not too worried about that. I'm not worried about a tiny bit here and there. I think that'll do it. Now, obviously, I could buy a box for filament. I could buy a heated box of filament. I could buy a heated box of filament with a built-in dehumidifier. Well, first of all, they're very expensive. Second of all, apparently they're not all that great. And third of all, why buy it when you can make it yourself? I mean, isn't that kind of the whole ethos of 3D printing in the first place? That I could buy most of the things I'm going to 3D print. I could probably buy something to do that job for me, but where's the fun? So the next step is going to be putting the feed on this, the feed tube. Now, I haven't got the tube in right now. It will be arriving soon. What I have got is this. Let's see if I can So this is like the nozzle thing that the tubing goes into, the PTFE tubing that the filament runs through, and I'm gonna put that on the box. So things I've got to do this: I've got a drill bit that should be just a slightly smaller diameter than the threading, a glue gun, you see that? Glue gun, yeah. And drill. So I think my plan is just to put this like halfway. Yeah, we're gonna go halfway up this box, and then we'll come off the top of the filament roll, and that should also be fine for a larger filament roll. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Okay. So, done that. Now I'm hoping that this will screw into this hole. Okay, this really doesn't want to go in, so I'm just going to open the hole and pull that in the wall. Okay, I've managed to get it to screw in. Now, my plan was to glue gun this on the back, but I'm actually thinking it might be a tight enough fit that I don't need to. Get it as straight as possible in there. I'm actually going to need to use. For now, I think this will be good enough for me to keep my filament in. I think it's going to keep enough moisture out that it will work. So as you can see, I actually did move the hole onto the side in the end, but the filament runs from the box up this Bowden tube into this little flibbity gibbet that I remixed from something I found on Thingiverse. And then it goes from there up through this new Bowden tube, which you will see me installing on another video, and down to the print head, where it is working really, really well. So, see you in the next episode.